Sculpting heavy robots in VR. If you haven't seen the previous VR robot, I'll leave a link in the video if you want to check it out. In this video, I'm going to sculpt more of a industrial type of robot, heavy parts, heavy machinery, a lot of metal into it. Think of it more like a Russian style design rather than a slick, cool as the one that we did before. Again, I'm starting with a really simple shape. With this one, I'm starting with 2 cylinders just to get that oval shape if you look at it from the top. And then I'll go in and just try to block in the main shapes. I think the most time consuming in any project and the most crucial one is try to figure out which are the main parts of your model. Don't worry about details. Don't worry about, once you have your main shape or your silhouette or the volume of your sculpt, be it a robot, a car, a sneaker, it doesn't matter. It's the most crucial part is getting that initial silhouette exactly as you need it. And you'll notice that I have my design and the sketch loaded in just so I can check it out from time to time to see if I'm doing the pieces that I've designed. I'm not really worried about following that sketch to the T. It's just there to help me stay on track, because when you start creating a new concept without having, especially when you're sculpting, without having a rough sketch, it doesn't matter how detailed it is. It just tends to take longer because we love trying new stuff, and that doesn't mean that when I'm sculpting in VR, I'm not trying some stuff that I don't have in the sketch. But it's a good overall roadmap to keep me on track and see, okay, this is what I have to create. So it really helps. You can actually load this in like a couple of angles. You don't have to load only one, because you'll notice me, looking at it each time. And then I found out that you can actually load a couple of them. So then you don't have to look in one angle. You can actually post a couple of posters around, and then you can just throw an eye on it. I'm hoping I'm not, making you dizzy while looking at the video. Once I'm happy with the main shapes, then I'll go in and I'll start, adding small parts and bolts and joints and, a bit of cabling. And you'll notice that I will add some, drooping cables, which I thought came out really nice. And at the end, I'll show you how the model looks when you import it in ZBrush, and then I'll show you a quick look on how it looks when you render it out in Dimension. I really hope you find this helpful, and I'm just going to leave you to enjoy the video. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you. When you finish the model inside Medium, or your sculpt inside Medium, just make sure you export it as an OBJ. And then you can import it in whatever software you're using, be it Blender. I'm using ZBrush here just to show you how the model came out. And this hasn't been touched yet. This is exactly what you get out of Medium. And I think for the amount of work that you put into this, and it takes about 30 to 40 minutes, I think maybe an hour, it's a really good tool to flushing out ideas, especially when you're doing robots, vehicles, spaceships, and so on. Honestly, I haven't tried anything anatomical, and I would really love to see how that how the workflow is a bit different for that. Okay, so I'll go ahead, and you'll notice if you go polygroup, you can see these are the parts that I made sure I'll put on different layers. But you also have the options in going into polygroups, and if you do auto groups, it will actually give groups for each separate piece. Next, I'm going to export this into Dimension. This model has a simple metal shader to it. The scene is really simple. If you want to learn how to set up this scene for rendering, I'll leave a link in the video. You should see it in the corner or in the description below. And once you have this set up, and I think I have only one light, yeah, and the environment light. And then if you jump into Photoshop, this is the result that you get for something that took about 40 minutes to sculpt, and then for setting up the render is about 10 to 20 minutes. I really hope you find this helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know. All right, see you in the next one.